So another very important property of water is that we call it the universal solvent. It dissolves or breaks down other compounds. It mixes very well with other compounds that are polar. So remember we talked about water having a partial negative and a partial positive charge. We call that polar. So water dissolves other charged or partially charged substances. So here's a common image here. You know that if you drop salt into water and mix it up, the salt will dissolve. So here on the left, this is what a salt crystal looks like at the molecular level. We put it into water, and we can see how these little water molecules, due to that delta negative, and again, negative wants to be near the positive. So the delta negatives are going to pull apart the positively charged sodium ions are going to come out there, and the partial positive charge side of water, the hydrogens, the partial positives are going to pull apart the negatively charged chlorines. And so each individual little atom is going to get pulled apart. Atoms are way too small to see. And so we put this big white crystal into water. Each individual atom gets pulled apart. We can't see it anymore. That's what we call dissolve. So water, which is polar, dissolves other like substances, other polar substances, because of that partial positive and partial negative. And although we don't work much with ionic bonds in biology, this and the opposite of this, that it doesn't dissolve unlike substances, are going to be really important going forward here in biology.